kick it and go, kick it and go. We'll step on, spin move in zones.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got nothing. Touch 50, touch 50. 58, come on. Squeeze, double.
To throw again. Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
To throw is Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go now on first and goal. Now it's Carson. And the Seahawks are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Carson.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full play.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Showtime, baby.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Raven Ravens touchdown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 41.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Ravens 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's the end of the
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Seahawks 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He may try and run for, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
27, Seahawks 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is DJ Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Leads to second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Mike, 0. 48 for Mike. Go. Too quick.
To throw again. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. He's checking. Crash.
From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Seahawks.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Wilson, flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 48. Silver. 48 to Mike. One left. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And incomplete on the deep ball. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. And
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Complete.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from you.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
How you like me now?
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack on first down, Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? You know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
At the 42-yard
on 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And now here is another interception.
Come on.
Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20.